Welcome to the next video on demand forecasting. In this video, I will show you how to use moving average for making forecast, and also I'll show you which moving period that you should choose to make the forecast, whether you should use 4 period or 5 period or 6 period. So there are two objectives: how to use Excel to make forecast using moving average method, and second, which moving period that one should choose. So we have made available to you one Excel sheet that is called chapter 7. In that, please refer to the sheet moving average. Let's take this example. We have the data for 10 periods. Demand has been 120, 127, 114, 120, 130, 120, 140, and like this. So historical data is available to us, and this historical data we have also plotted. And by plotting this historical data, it looks like this. It does not have any trend, and it has only a level. So when you have only a level but not a trend or seasonality, in that case you can consider using moving average. How do we make forecast by using moving average? First, let us start with 4 period moving average. So we are going to use 4 period moving average. We will take average of last 4 period and make the forecast here. So we do like this, is equal to average of last 4 periods. That is my forecast. So my forecast is like this. So if this was the data, I would have made forecast of this one. I would have made a forecast of this if I had got last period data. So this is the way I would have made the forecast. If you had made a forecast like this and actual value, because you use the last 4 period data to make the forecast, and actual value turned out to be 130. So what is the error? Error is equal to forecast minus the demand. So you would have error of minus 9.25, 3.25, minus 18.5. For these periods, you have got the errors. In this period, we have made the forecast, but actual demand is still not known. So what is the absolute error? Absolute error is equal to error. Take the absolute of that, it gives us absolute error. So negatives are made positive, positive remain positive, and here we take average value, which is mean average absolute error is equal to 8.17. So here we write 8.17. So had we used 4 period moving average, our mean absolute deviation would have been 8.17. The question that comes is, should we use 4 or should we use something else? Let me first use 5 period moving average. So if I take 5 period moving average is equal to average of last 5 period. No, not here. Here. Average of last 5 period. That will be average of last 5 period. This is my forecast. If I use 5 period moving average, this is what would have happened. So I made a forecast, actual value is this. I would have made a forecast, actual value is this. I would have made a forecast, actual is this. And consequently, your errors are this. If we take the absolute error, this becomes, and it is 6.92. So this comes out to be 6.92. So we can see if I used 4 period moving average, my mean absolute deviation would be higher, and if I use 5, it is lower. So if we compare these two, it is better to go for moving average period 5 because it has got less of mean absolute deviation or less of error. What about if we use moving average 3 period? Moving average 3 period. Let us do one more. Moving average 3 period. So if we have got 3 period, we'll make the forecast here. So if we use moving period 3, then these would have been my forecast, and the error would be like this. So many decimals are there. Let me keep only one decimal. In this case, my error is 8.11. So you can see from here that it is better to go for moving average 3 or moving average 5, but not for moving average 4, because that is a higher deviation or higher errors are there. So I have shown you how to make the forecast. That is quite simple. How to choose the period? So you make the forecast with different periods and choose the one which gives you least value. So you can try with 2, you can try with 6, you can try with 7 also. So one which gives the least error or least mean absolute deviation, that is what you should choose. Given these three, I would go and choose moving average 5 because its mean absolute deviation is 6.92, which is lower than mean absolute deviation for period 3 and for period 4. Thank you.